Hey, what is going on, guys? It is TSVG Abuse here today, and I've been gone for a while, but I'm back now, and so I'm going to be talking to you guys about Fortnite, as you can see in the gameplay. But today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the worst, absolute worst item in the game you can pick up. And I know some of you will love this item, but I am telling you, it is a bad item. And the item is, yes, of course, you've seen it in the thumbnail, the bush. The bush is so bad in Fortnite. The bush only comes in a legendary item, and you literally have the exact same chance of getting the bush as you have of a legendary scar or an RPG. So you have the exact same chance of getting the best weapons in the game, or the bush, an item that if you get shot once, it disappears. And just hold that point in the back of your head for a second, because I'll keep on going on with that later. But this is pretty much the trade-off. You could either get the bush, which keeps you hidden until someone spots you moving around because it's a bush, and bushes don't move in Fortnite like any other game, which then they shoot you and the bush disappears. Or you could get the RPG, the legendary RPG, which is pretty much a one-shot if you get it anywhere near their feet. Now moving on to my second point, like I was referring to back a few points ago, this expands your hitbox immensely. It almost doubles your hitbox, which is terrible. The Fortnite player model is not the same size as a bush, so when you add the bush, it adds size to your player, which you're getting hit. If I go in a bush in Fortnite, the bush is wider than my player model, but when I put that bush on, it makes me the same size as a bush, making it easier for snipers and players to hit their first shots on you, taking the most damage off. And generally, if you get a bush, you're going to be playing in a stealth sort of fashion rather than your run and gun play style, which changes it up a lot because you'll be sitting in places for a long period of time waiting for someone to pass by, and you can get sniped. You are caught standing still regularly than moving around like you normally would if you did not have that bush and you had something like the RPG or the legendary scar. Another thing to keep in mind is the first hit still does damage. So let's say you have 100 health and 100 shield in a bush. Not only does your legendary item disappear, you're also taking damage. So you have 200 health, and if you get a headshot or if you get hit by a sniper, you're down. If you get headshotted, you have over a quarter of your health gone and you're not ready for a gunfight. Because let's be honest, most times you get hit when you're in a bush, it's not from directly on. So then they'll be able to get 2 or 3 more shots on you, depending on what weapon they are using. Another sort of part of the playstyle that you do have with the bush is that you are going to be sitting near the outside of the circle, eye of the storm, which then if you're caught in an unlucky gunfight, if you do win, it's going to take you longer to get to the zone when you're getting sucked up by the storm, especially later on in the games because you will be camping a lot, and so you will most likely last longer. The zones take off substantially more damage per second, which will ultimately lead to less victories on your Fortnite account. And on top of that, the bushes even become worse with the new updates in Fortnite with the new towns and cities, because there is less of that nature area and they added more cities to it. And unless you haven't played Fortnite, it's pretty clear to see that a bush isn't set in the city. They have more things like trees there. Let's take the new tilted towers for example. There is no thing in the city that looks like that bush. So if you do find that bush in the city and you equipped it because you want to have that extra slot for a gun or meds or a shield potion, you are substantially more obvious than you were without the bush. So that's going to pretty much wrap up the video. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe for more videos like this. And please follow my Twitter. Link is in the description down below. And as always, peace.